in today's world, if someone experiences some kind of misfortune or they are treated badly, they can see themselves as being unlucky or experiencing bad karma, and they can even see themselves as being a victim. And the person that mistreated them, if they were mistreated, can be seen as a perpetrator. And through having this outlook, they can find that the people in their life, their friends and family, validate them and tell them the same thing. And of course, someone is naturally going to want to experience good things, to be treated well. So there's no way that they could have played a part in what's taken place or what is taking place. And to say otherwise would be to engage in what is often described as victim blaming. However, the trouble with this outlook is that it's coming from the view that human beings only have one mind. But the truth is that they have both a conscious and an unconscious mind. So just because someone has not consciously played a part in something, it doesn't mean that they haven't played a part in what's taken place. And what their conscious mind, along with their eyes, will do is create the impression that they are just an observer of their reality. So what they experience and what is going on out there will be separate from them. And so they won't play a part. Naturally, because of this outlook, there will be a victim of what happens. Other people will just be able to hurt them, and bad things will just be able to happen. But when it comes to their unconscious mind, this part of them will contain negative feelings, the parts of themselves that they have rejected, trauma, and other things. And just because something has been pushed down into this part of them so they will no longer be aware of it, it doesn't mean that it will be neutralized from this place. It will have an effect on who they are drawn to, who they repel, the situations they are pulled to and the ones that they repel, and so many other things. And so when someone is not aware of what is taking place in their unconscious mind, it will be normal for them to see themselves as a victim, as powerless, and to live in fear. Because of course, if they have no effect over their life, it's going to be normal for them to experience a lot of fear, because at any moment something bad could happen to them. And the trouble is, of course, is that in today's world, the unconscious mind is rarely even acknowledged, let alone looked into. And so the view that we have both a conscious and an unconscious mind is not something that has permeated mainstream society. And even if someone may have heard of this, it doesn't mean that they can actually see how what is held in their unconscious mind has an effect on their life. And so when someone is not aware of the fact that they have two minds, it won't be possible for them to see that it's not what is going on externally that is the problem. What is going on at a deeper level is what needs to be looked at, because if they don't look at what is taking place in their second brain, then what is taking place in this part of them will end up victimizing them. But through not being able to see the connection between their outer reality and what is taking place internally, it will be normal for them to believe that other people, situations, circumstances and events are victimizing them. But what is going on externally will be mirroring back what is going on internally. Considering this, when someone is aware of the fact they have an unconscious mind and how this part of them is having the biggest impact on their life, not their conscious mind, then they will be able to work through their own inner material and to gradually change their life. Because although facing their own pain can be hard, it will allow them to see that they are not a victim inherently. They can manifest situations, of course, where they are a victim, but it doesn't mean that they are inherently a victim in the same way someone can manifest situations where they feel worthless, but this doesn't mean that they are inherently worthless. So with this, it's not about shame or blame. There is no shame or blame going on. There's about awareness, self-compassion, and working through inner wounds. And if someone can relate to this and they can see that they are carrying a lot of baggage, and they may need to reach out for external support so they can begin to step into their power and to see they are not simply a passive observer of reality.